hit the lights real quick now. I'll be right back. You want to hit him? Yeah.
I'll do it. Give me the right key.
It might be unlocked. All four breaks at the top.
Feel better?
Hey, do the run, but we are.
Good luck to the captain.
Leslie.
Yes, sir. Kicks back.
Yeah. Leslie, put that in the goal.
Hey, coach. Coach. Trainer?
Right here.
PND and welcome to American High School for tonight's soccer matchup between the Titans of Chatham Glenwood and the Irish of Notre Dame. If everyone could please stand, we take off their hats. A school prayer, followed by the national anthem. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Strong and faithful God, as we come together for this contest, we ask you to bless these athletes. Keep them safe from injury and harm, instill in them respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. Lead us all to the rewards of your kingdom, where you live and reign forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
If there was a concern, they'd come out and said, order chill, so we're can't take it constantly and the regular size guy not taking them out. The regular size guy, I don't find
Okay, I understand that, and he said yes. I understand all that. I've been doing this a long time, but you also, if you know it, then you could freaking say something and be proactive because they're high school kids and just sneaking freaking try to go after somebody. It's wrong. Okay, it's wrong. Let me get this one. I don't care if you throw me, man. I don't care if you freaking throw me. Because, okay, well, I'm speaking. And I'm freaking, but you know what?
Bad wheels. Bad wheels.
30 seconds, a minute before it freaking starts, and we're going to be talking, telling us then. And what is the rule?
All the gamers show up right at game
They
time.
still have to have that? Okay. And so we're going to tell them 1 minute before the freaking game's going to start.
You're gonna have a what? A stamp? Where'd you learn that from?
Freaking wrong. Couldn't it have been taken care of 45 minutes ago? They've got a problem with rubber shingle. It comes up.
I'll see.
Freaking, as the Star Spangled Banner, he was here 47 minutes ago. He's been out here. No, it's not all right. I know that. Then why didn't we tell him 45 minutes ago? Oh, come on. You don't set a kid up like that. You don't do it. It's wrong. It's wrong to set up.
In goal for the Titans, number 0, Brody Green. Number 2, Tornado. Number 3, Elliot Morgan. Number 4, Zach Reed. Number 5, Chase Campbell. Number 7, Miles Calvero. Number 8, William Caduza. Number 15, Ryan Powell. Number 17, Lucas Smith. Number 20, Miles Kirk. And number 24, Nathan Mansfield. The Titans are coached by Kyle Franklin, assisted by Jay White, Ben Williams, Jim Collins, John Thunders, and Todd Cutter. And now for the Irish, here's the Victoria game. In goal for the Irish, number 0, Mitch Smith. Number 2, Jim Taylor. Number 4, Patrick Brown. Number 5, Sean Taylor. Number 6,
Mrs. Bear.
Let me know if you guys can hear right, if you want me to turn yours up a little bit, if you guys can hear. I was okay. That's I had a touchdown. Okay, you're mid-level, but I can always turn it up a little bit more. Just let me know when you guys want me going.
Is that my present, I guess?
Okay.
If it works.
Welcome, Peoria Notre Dame soccer fans, NDTV, Peoria Notre Dame High School's live stream of the all athletic, or not all, but most athletic events. Happy to bring you the second home game of this 2024 season for men's soccer. I'm Rob Kenny here with Mike Plunkett. Mike, impressive win last night over Quincy Notre Dame, 7-1. A little bit tougher matchup. Looking at the Irish today here in Chatham, Glenwood.
Yeah,
Titans.
talking to Coach Bear, he thought this would be a really good challenge, maybe the best team out of the Springfield area, and you know, traditionally one of the best programs in the state. And
Yep.
you know, this school has excelled a lot of sports across the board, particularly in recent years, and got a top-notch player, number 7, Miles Calderon, and so we know that they've got a little tradition in their place, just like we do. So it's going to be a nice challenge for us.
Yep.
And again, we'll see how we bounce back after it was I don't say easy, but our regulars got to rest probably between 20 and 25 minutes last night, which is good.
Needed. It was a muggy evening.
Yeah, much better tonight. At least it feels
Yes.
that way up here. I don't know how it feels on the field.
Yeah.
but-
I've been a little tougher down there than it is for us up here.
And you know, with the starting lineups that came out, and you know, people watching notice that one of our regulars, Thatcher Hogan, is not in the lineup tonight. As a matter of fact, he's not fully in uniform tonight. Just a little injury that he tweaked a little bit last night. Nothing too serious. And Coach Bear decided let's rest him non-conference. We played last night, play again Saturday, and be cautious early in the season.
Yeah, number 19 will be replaced by number 17, Julian Corona. Julian had a fine effort yesterday and played major minutes, so I'm not saying you don't lose anything when you take a Thatcher Hogan off the pitch, but Julian is more than capable of stepping up. There's number 7, Miles Calderon, what we talked about. You don't suppose Miles is going to take it easy on us because his father's an alum, do you?
I would say probably not. Kind of reminded me just the personality and look and the life in your body. A lot of Caden Hudson.
Yeah,
Just he was
same number.
when they were being talking, the captains talking before, he had a big smile on his face and just very personable young man. So one of those, we want to get the win tonight, but you wish a guy like that a great season.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing him play. Always nice to check out the talent here in the central part of the state, because we got a ton of it. That throw in here, both Cubs going back and forth here in these first couple minutes. A long throw in by number 17.
Nice
It comes down, just going to run out, lead to a goal kick. That was a number 17 there, Lucas Smith, senior, showing off his senior muscles there. He threw that thing a good 30 yards.
He threw that a long ways.
Yes, he did.
And we got a wind that's blowing at us, so it had to been blowing at him as well. But
see that swim coach. I want to take a look at him for the butterfly. Teddy LaHood going to play it back to Max Schmidt.
I think our defense is going to be tested a little more tonight than they were last night, which is something that I'm sure the coaching staff wants to look at and see how we handle some pressure coming our way. It seemed like the majority of the match last night was at one end of the field.
Yeah, we were definitely on the front foot the whole time. It was a 3-1 or 4-1 possession time. Certainly we completed more passes, more tackles, more fouls.
Yes, definitely more fouls.
Yeah, we'll see how that comes into play here. A little bit more dangerous team to foul. And have another throw in here. And
that ball just flies out.
Similar quality there for Lucas Smith.
I tell you, he throws it in, and then Calderon he's just hunting the ball.
That time it was Max Schmidt who came down with the trophy. First balls won by, excellent effort there by number 4, Bright Reed.
That was.
It was not a foul. He's the one who initiated the contact and went up and over.
Yeah,
that was gravity.
Whoa. All right, Max.
That was coming a little too fast to get my hands up.
Well, I'm hanging up here for dear life. We're up high, and we got a wind blowing, so.
Some change of possession here, and played within about 20 yards of midfield on either
There's not much,
side of the pitch.
Much gain by anybody.
There's number 3, Elliot Mogren. I'm sure I will call Elliot Morgan instead of Mogren at least once a day. I apologize. Speaking of apologies, we should
Watch it right here. That's where he's going to be dangerous.
Calderon is trying to get excellent tackle there. Irish are being held. That's going to be a foul. Yep.
Yeah.
Good job there. It's Teddy LaHood. A good job of the initial tackle to take Calderon off the ball, and then he forces the foul.
And you knew that was coming. The officials just waiting to see what the result of the play was, but you could see it was coming.
Yep. Number 4, Patrick Graham. He said we do apologize for were audio and video problems last night in our broadcast. We understand. Some of you may not have had the entire thing. Corner kick for the Irish. Again, Julian Corona going to take it here with his
left foot.
Yep, with his accurate left foot. Irish's first good scoring opportunity
a really good
here.
Ball.
Yeah, it was. Dropped that in at about the 15-yard mark.
Defended well.
Nice to see, though, the Irish put a little pressure on their defense. Have the goalkeeper have to do some thinking. Played about 5 minutes. Both teams, I would still say, in the feeling out process.
Yeah.
Lights are on, but not taking effect quite yet.
Not sure we're going to need them.
Calderon there won that first ball. Irish take the second one. There we go. The Irish not done much down the right side here. Let's see what they do. Here's Declan Schuler. Get the ball up to there's Max Metarelli forcing his will on the game. Finds Caden
Max
Hudson.
can do that.
Yep. It's Caden Hudson looking to shake free, but
nice defense.
yeah, they have 2 men on him.
If you know, I'm not the brightest guy in the world, but I would think they probably know who Caden Hudson is, and they're gonna key on him.
You've seen the 4 goals in the first half yesterday and thought, that's probably not a fluke.
Yeah, he's probably a scorer.
Yeah, we saw there number 21, Braden Olives. We saw him score with his left foot from about that area yesterday in the early contender for the most beautiful goal of the year. Taken by the keeper, though. That is Brody Green for the Titans. There's the Irish. Patrick Graham there, showing that.
Battling a very skilled senior.
Good job there, Max Schmidt. You hear him yelling, keep, keep.
Yes.
Declan Schuler then didn't make a play for the ball.
And Declan was right where he was supposed to be. That was going to be a really difficult ball to handle.
It's a good job listening. Jack Smith is also in there listening to his keeper, so he didn't make a play on the ball either. Here's number 4, Bright Reed. A little bit of a studs up challenge there that didn't catch anybody, but something to watch.
Yeah, they definitely have some. They've got some skill that we didn't see.
Yeah.
Quincy Notre Dame.
Well,
maybe had some young kids. That you're not sure, but.
But they have speed that
they do
that the Raiders did not have.
Ooh, they didn't call that one out.
You play to the whistle.
That's exactly right.
Game.
Oh boy, you got a little bit of a break there. He had a little daylight.
Turf came up and got him. That's the home field advantage.
Yes.
Gremlins in the turf. He's called around, trying to find
there we go.
number 17, Lucas Smith. Lucas almost got a chance to show what he could do with his feet there. We already seen what he can do with his arms. Good defense there, thwarts that. I was trying to play ball over the top to Hudson.
Yeah, this is an opportunity. We got to see who's gonna step up in Thatcher's absence tonight, because Thatcher's in the middle of everything for us.
You see number 19 out there all over the place. A little jarring to see him on the bench, but you understand why. You don't want to
It's a long season.
Yeah, these team plays for state titles. Going to be a throw in for the
Titans.
Chatham Glenwood. We're going to get a talking to. Consultation here between the center ref and the near side's AR. Whether there was a deflection on that throw in, I think. Or the deflection caused the throw in.
Right.
Doesn't really seem like something that you really should be worried too much about here. If it happens, it happens.
Something going on here.
Yeah.
That we don't
I believe
know
Danny
about.
Driscoll's going to get a yellow card. Or they're going to give a yellow card to them. Oh no, they're giving a yellow card to number 4, Bright Reed. After consultation. There's no foul called, so I'm not quite sure what's going on here. We'll let the referees straighten it out and tell us.
Guys, get a drink.
Everybody's got to stay. Well, Reed obviously has to take a seat here. Everybody else has to stay on the court, on the pitch rather. See, I'm next to the basketball guy.
That's
I call
all
it
right.
a court.
Yeah,
Come on, get together, let's go.
you call it a court, and I call it a field, and it's a pitch.
Hey,
We'll get it right.
good so far, guys. Keep knocking
I'm giving me until September to get this
There you
right.
go. What do we got left? We can call it a court. We can call it a racetrack.
A rink.
You can call it a pool, a rink. Yeah. They got all sorts of ways we can make mistakes,
Yeah,
folks. Just stay tuned for the rest of the
We
season.
have found most ways to do it over the years, so we're not going to stop that just for
It's a big
this.
dictionary. It takes a long time to abuse it.
Straight now.
Everybody's getting a drink now here. I don't know if this will take the place of the 20-minute.
What
Probably
are we at
will.
here? Yeah,
We're
you'd
at
think
30.
it probably would.
31, yeah.
Keep working, White. We're doing great.
I'm not sure what that. Because he's still.
They're not going
appears
to
to
take him
still
out,
be,
yeah.
Still be in, so
I'm not really sure what happened there. That's
No.
going to be one we probably won't find out about until,
maybe halftime.
yeah. I'm going to try to talk to somebody who's down on the pitch instead of up here in the tower.
I'm confused. I don't know.
I think maybe the yellow card must be rescinded, though. If you get a yellow card, you have to come off.
Yes.
So maybe they've rescinded it. Not a good look for the officiating crew, though, I'll be honest with you.
Well, when there was nothing obvious that happened
Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
to disrupt play.
Fortunately, play has started again. The Irish get a free kick. Goes about 70 yards, 60 yards.
Yeah, that was touched. That was a good call. That
Yep.
was.
Off the head.
Yep.
So a little glancing header.
Not a lot, but
yeah.
just enough.
Chatham Glenwood player who did it knew it because he ran straight back on defense.
yeah.
That's what you should always look at. That's
Otherwise,
true
he's
in every
gonna run
sport.
and grab the ball.
Yeah, that's true in every sport. You know who committed the foul and touched it last. They may be competitors, but most of these kids have honest souls, and it shows immediately. Teddy LaHood there. It's a little bit of a, tell you
Just
what.
not quite.
Yeah. Like the idea, though, especially here. He's not even 10 minutes into the game here. Teddy LaHood. Pack it over there, send it to Julian. Patrick Graham doing a good job there, shielding the ball with his body. Throw in, and we get to the Max. Let's see what can happen here. Max taking it down the middle, across the right, finds Caden.
Oh, that is a great pass.
Terrific pass by Caden, found Sebastian Salazar, but
Defense did a nice job
Yep.
reacting to that.
I love
There you
that. Sebastian saw a little opening and uses a toe poke. Underutilized.
Yeah.
Some people think it's just not cool or anything like that. Anything you do to move that ball forward with some pace,
Right.
you should do it. Excellent job there by Sebastian. But we're on the counter here. Now the Irish have thwarted it. Oddly enough, the Irish seem to be a little bit more effective going straight up the middle than they have on the wings. It's usually the other way around. Middle gets clogged, the wings end up pinching in. The Irish earn the foul there near midfield. Looking to find Julian there. I like that.
Yeah.
Throw him into the starting lineup and utilize
And
it.
use him.
Yeah. Shows the faith coaching staff has in their bench. We saw that last night against Quincy Notre Dame.
Oh, he grabbed the jersey.
Tremendous grab there.
Yeah.
There we go.
When the jersey stays and the player moves, it's probably been helped.
And number 16, Luke Baxter.
That's why they did away with those tearaway jerseys.
Irish.
17 for
Number 6, Johnny
Glenwood.
Bennett.
Big, strong body.
Yeah, you can see why those throw-ins go 30 yards.
Yes.
I'd be surprised if he didn't just push the bus here from Chatham.
Press now, let's go! Stop hesitating. You got some
It's number 6 for the Irish, Johnny Navetta in. Saw Johnny in the first half of last night's game also.
Yeah. Just saying, we just kind of reverse the ball, then attack up the middle. You said we're a little more effective up the middle tonight.
Yeah, we have been.
But there we go. But you got to reverse it to make that happen.
Oh, an excellent piece of individual skill.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great pass from Max to begin with.
That
But
was
Caden Hudson puts that in at 28:07.
There might be, 5 guys in the state that finish that.
Yeah.
As good a play as that was by Max, that was still,
I'd like to know who the other 4 are.
yeah. They're probably playing somewhere up in the suburbs.
Comes again at 28:07, gives the Irish first half lead, 1-0. Beautiful bit of skill. Yeah, we just talked about everything working more cleanly, smoothly through the center, and that's exactly what happened.
I think as you reverse the field and then you attack, I think that just kind of loosens up the defense. And then when you got a weapon like Hudson,
Yeah,
get the ball on his foot and see what happens.
brilliant bit of taking down the initial pass, avoiding the defender, and then doing a little bit. He didn't exactly use a toe poke, but he, just like Sebastian Salazar earlier, first opportunity, put it on goal, see what happens.
Don't need to be spectacular.
Nope.
Yeah, he ran right over,
Yep.
and that's got to be a call.
Yeah. Jack Miller there a little frustrated, went with the ankle grab. That would have gotten Jack a yellow card,
Yeah.
even though the foul was initially committed against him.
Yeah. You just got to, trust the officials are going to make the call,
Yep.
and you know what? They're going to miss some, and if they do, you just
Yeah.
got to play on.
I got the feeling Jack could have grabbed him if he wanted to, too.
Yeah.
Jack's a heady player. He's not going to make a mistake like that. All right, let's see if the Irish now capitalize on this momentum.
Which is really what happened last night. We got one and fouled it up with a couple others.
Here's Irish long thrower, Caden
Caden
Hudson.
on the throw in, and he is, like you said last night, he is so good at this.
Good job there by Johnny Navetta. Getting back into it, yeah. Lost the ball, but didn't give up on the play.
Right.
Excellent job by Johnny. Ball's going to fall to Cal Burkett. No, gets pushed off. Oh. Ooh. I can see why Chatham would think that was shoulder to shoulder, side to side. It wouldn't be. It's just a matter of a stronger guy hitting a weaker guy.
Yeah, Calderon is deceptively strong, isn't he? He's
Yeah.
got that lean but very strong body.
Well, he's, speed translates into
Yeah.
a little more energy. Cal Burkett, though, was not going to shy away from that challenge. He took the brunt of the Declan Shooter sitting over this. Coaching staff says, hey, you think you can go for it, go for it.
Yeah.
You got room to drop it in. Oh, it just goes
Not
over.
bad.
Not bad.
Not a bad
It's
attempt
probably
at
only
all.
about 18 inches over the bar. Between the post, a little too high. I just think doing that makes the goalie and the defense have to think about it the next time you do it.
You're exactly right.
He's not going to play this off. We have to pay attention. We cannot take a little less attention to the runners, a little more attention to the man standing over the ball, and that's a good thing. And coming down to 15 minutes into this first quarter. Ball heads into the parking lot, where it almost took a car that would have been very surprised to be hit by a soccer ball. Playing the ball back to the keeper. First balls are being won by Chatham, but the second and third balls are falling to the Irish cleats.
There we go, on the attack again.
Yep. Throw in here. It's going to be number 14, Gavin Stuckelmeyer. Saw Gavin's footprints all over
Gave some
yesterday's
really good
game.
minutes yesterday.
Yeah, his second half was outstanding.
You missed it. It's ours. It's ours. You missed it.
You know, you forget, not having seen Max play at the end of last year, just how good he is with the ball.
Yeah. Well, you know, Max is playing centrally, and it's not a coincidence that most of our success has come by playing centrally.
Right.
There's definitely a cause and effect relationship there. Yeah, it was a good ball by Johnny Nevada. Sorry.
This team is definitely more physical than what we saw last night.
Yeah. We have about, this is about, I'm going to say about 8 yards closer. Just about the same straight on shot. Caden Hudson is going to stand over this one instead of Declan Schuler. Going to be tough to keep this one down if you want to be direct on this. But it's also a very short distance to be able to find somebody, so. Actually not a bad place to commit a foul if you feel like you're losing control of things.
Yeah.
A little too close to be directly dangerous, a little too central to find cutters. Now let's see if Caden can make me look like a fool. Just about. He hit a post.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it was the support post holding up the right side of the net.
And I'm thinking right there, you're close enough that if you do a direct, there's probably more of a chance of a rebound than on a longer one. So, you know, you maybe take that chance as well.
Sometimes you just want to throw it into the box and let the ball pinball around. You never know when it's going to hit a hand in a white jersey. There is a terrific goal kick. There's one of their central defenders there, looking like number 15.
Good stuff, pal.
Can get his name in there. And was number 15. Ryan Bridle. Absolutely smoked that ball.
He did.
And Jack Smith. Ball on the right side. That's what I mean there. First ball being won by Chatham Glenwood, but then it falls. 2 Irish boots after that.
That's a good play.
Johnny Nevada. Excellent job. Johnny, a little bit ambitious there.
Yeah, a little deep for Johnny, I would think, at this point.
You hear that he did not make the connection he was looking for there. I thought he might play the ball off to the right there.
He made a really nice play to get to that point.
Yes, he did. Yeah, well, you know what? They got to know that you're going to shoot. If they're going to give you that space,
yeah,
you had to punish them for it.
Get a touch, on your back.
Sebastian Salazar now playing on the left. Julian Corona taking a well-deserved rest. Gavin Stuckelmeyer then moved out to play up front on the right.
Good job by Graham right there.
Yeah. Tell you what, that number 22 heard him and felt him coming.
Yes.
Grahams tend to announce their presence with authority. Let's see if the Irish defense now here can stiffen. Done a good job so far taking Calderon out of the game. We've kind of been starving him for possession. He's not getting service. like he was earlier in the game.
Well, it seemed like when 17 for Glenwood was in, he was able to nothing else, even on the long throw in, able to put the ball in play to where Calderon had an opportunity.
You know, we've had a nice 10, 12-minute run here of the Irish really being on the front foot, dominating play.
Get it to Kane early, you guys. We're holding something.
We got to get the soccer throw-in creep there is being officiated.
Now he's coming right back to where he was.
Yeah, drives my wife crazy.
Does it?
Oh, it does. The passes are just a little bit off for the Titans right now. Not quite getting the connection.
That's what I'm talking about with Matt early right there. To come out of there and just give us a chance like that. Not many can do that.
Yeah, there are not many people you would want to take that many consecutive touches. You know, there was 6 or 7. But Max, you don't mind it. And he earns a foul. The Irish are going to get a free kick here, about 40 yards out. Take it a course short.
Hey, are we doing water break like you said or not? Referee? 20?
Talking about a water break down there. I don't know if you could hear that through the field mic like that. But they did get a water break with that yellow that wasn't a yellow or whatever happened at about, what was that, about 31 minutes left?
Yeah, so, you know, they still may look to do one.
Yeah, but certainly the conditions are much better. We did not see the drenched shirts and the
last
panting
night
players that we saw last night, and that was just you and me.
They're just probably waiting for a clear break in the action.
Yeah. I'm a little
able to do this.
surprised that good stop there by the keeper. Gets on the rebound there. That was Brody Green.
This could be a chance to do it.
Yeah, this is going to be the chance to do it there.
Yeah.
A little surprised that Glenwood is allowing the Irish this much space. I mean, not just Caden. You're always very surprised. Caden creates his own space, so sometimes there's nothing you can do. But they're allowing us. They're standing, you know, a good 2-3 yards back.
They are.
They're a well-coached team, so they've been told to do that. I just don't quite understand why they're absorbing pressure the way they are right now, unless they're waiting to get to the break and make some bigger adjustments.
Extend
in the 10 minutes at halftime. Yeah.
Get up on us.
It's very hard to change your tactics during the game. You know, no timeouts, no chance to gather your team around unless something bad happens, actually.
Is it a little bit like basketball where you think, okay, sometimes we'll drop back a little bit softer.
Yep.
And then we'll crank the pressure up as we go, as we see how the game dictates.
We'll absorb the pressure. We'll put more and more people behind the ball. We'll clog that final third. Don't care about winning the possession game. You don't care about if they've had 68% of possession and you're at 32%. You don't worry about that. You're just like, no, let's maybe let them tire themselves out on offense, like you kind of get it. So
yeah, things are definitely more difficult to come by tonight than they were last night, but obviously that's an opponent that Coach Bear told us is going to be a much tougher challenge, and he was right.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. Well, you can see, I mean, in the first 5 minutes, you can see speed, quickness, skill, size.
Right.
Particularly, I mean, there was some that Josh Brody for Quincy Notre Dame. He had good size on him. Number 10. I cannot remember his name, unfortunately. But he had a good size on him, but not like the Titans have it across the board here.
And like Coach Bear said, there's a lot of kids out here that play high-level travel, and they're exposed to good competition year-round, I'm sure. And you can tell they're very confident in how they play. This is a very good, even early season matchup.
Yeah, there's not.
Can't imagine a better one in the state right now.
No, this is. If you put a mirror up to either of these teams, what you'd be looking at is the other team that they're playing tonight. Very similar teams. Took one moment of individual brilliance from Caden Hudson. Is the difference right now.
And he's got the ability to have a couple more of those if it falls right.
Yeah, I don't think he wasted it all on that one move.
And let's not forget the job our defense has done.
Right, over here.
Yeah, we have
really these guys, and right now, haven't allowed a goal. Last night the goal came after the the starters were taken out. And it was a very good goal by Quincy Notre Dame, but these guys are, they take a little pride in there, a lot of pride in that defense.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Headed up by, it looks like, Teddy LaHood. It's that Jack Miller back there.
Yeah.
And there goes Max. Not sure what that was, but
A bit of a push.
Max kind of ran into a wall, and maybe when he did it, he pushed a little bit.
Like you said, a good pick in basketball, and you get,
Yeah.
you bounce off, but you get the foul. Right at midfield where the foul occurred. Able to drop this in the box from there with their powerful legs, their back line. And that's exactly what he does. He
Good ball right there.
Drops it about 5 yards into the 18. Going to do it again.
Another
This one's
good
going to run harmlessly out of bounds. Max Schmidt is just going to let it sail past him. Like the idea of recycling that ball right back in, but I think a little too much adrenaline. Part of the problem was all his players were trying to get back on side.
Yeah.
So there really wasn't anybody there. Yeah, you talked about how good our defense is. It really starts with the midfield, though, today. The midfield is just choking off the ball. When we do give the ball up, and you do turn the ball over a lot in soccer, that's just part of it. But we were doing a good job of pressing and getting the ball back, and that's all on the midfield. We've seen Johnny Nevada have a really good shift since he's been in there. Of course, Max is out there working it too. We get Cal Burkett playing a either offensive defensive role or a defensive midfielder role. But it's really been the offense that's been getting the ball back for us, or really been the midfield rather,
Right.
getting the ball back for us. And a few times it does slip through. We got that awesome back line.
And what they're, finding that they're having to do is just try to kick it over the middle, and then that gives us time to recover.
We got a clash of heads here.
Ouch.
Number 4, Bright Reed. Both were going for a ball in the air. Always want to check when it goes down and grabs her head.
Appears to be okay. Let's hope so.
It is. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more in soccer. The ball's coming down.
Every time that's
everybody's going
a
up.
couple guys going up, it does. It scares me.
Number 17 back in the game there, Lucas Smith. Not really sure you catch a break with Bright Reed going out of the game and replaced by Lucas Smith.
Yeah, you don't really want to have a collision with him.
No.
Mid-air or on the ground, it doesn't matter.
He was out for quite some time.
He was.
I don't know if he's coming back, working his way back from an injury, and so conditioning may not be back up to where it is, but he's a difference maker when he's out there with his speed, his strength, his intelligence.
Now they're trying to figure out whose possession it
whether
is.
this is going to be a drop ball, whether it's going to be. A few moments of confusion here.
Early in the season
times.
for everybody.
Yep.
The officials, the players, the coaches, us.
The Irish did have the ball, though, when play was stopped. Yeah, we usually don't have the contested drop ball anymore. They're usually a gentleman's agreement, which I like. Good communication there by Johnny and Patrick. Oh,
Very
there's a bit
nice,
of
very nice.
skill.
Oh.
Burkett, Salazar.
All over him.
Sebastian's gonna get a chance to cross this in. He does, and it's
Excellent.
beautiful flick on touch from Caden Hudson.
Salazar did an outstanding job right
Yeah,
there.
that was a 90% Sebastian Salazar down the lane. Well, really started back here, really with Johnny Nevada and
Yes.
Patrick Graham. Getting the ball back.
And then Burkett took control of him in the middle.
Yeah, beautiful move to get himself clear, the on-rushing defender. Mike, that's Caden's 6th goal. I don't know if all of his goals together would equal 20 yards. He's scoring from, he's scoring from 3, 4, 5 yards just about every time. comes at 16-24.
Nice showing by the Irish Nation again tonight.
Yeah.
A few more students here tonight than last night.
Yeah, well, a game that was actually on the schedule, not the rescheduled game. Quincy Notre Dame that was postponed because of heat. Again, we thank Quincy for coming up here and really rearranging their schedule
Yes.
so we could get a game and they could get a game in. That is just a tremendous, says a tremendous amount about their program and their people. All right. Just about 16 minutes left here in this first half. The Irish, with what every soccer coach, every hockey coach I know calls an awkward lead. Don't want a 2-goal lead. Not really quite sure what the philosophy is behind that. Matt Blackford, though, stands by it.
Yeah.
You just don't know whether to be defensive or to keep it being offensive, I guess. Same with the Irish do. I do not think the Irish will get defensive.
I just think you just do what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's more of a question of what Titans, what Chatham Glenwood's going to do. I don't think they can continue to sit back and absorb this pressure with the opportunity of maybe being down 3-0 at halftime and only 40 minutes left to rectify that situation. I know we talked about how difficult it is to change your tactics midstream in soccer because of no timeouts.
Yeah, you don't get that 30 second to change something.
But sometimes the dictates of the game force you to. But I am definitely not trying to be the head coach, Kyle Frank. He has got way more skins on the wall than I do. He knows what he's doing. Like I said, we will be reading about Chatham Glenwood in October and November, still playing soccer. I believe we play them every year. We do a home and home. We go down there, they come up here. We go down there, they come up here. That sort of thing.
Always early in the season.
Yep.
That's good for both programs.
Yeah, you want to have as strong as a pre-conference season as you can. Tough to throw a game like this into the middle of the conference season when you got niggling, nagging injuries that you're trying to work around.
And then you get a cancellation for weather or something along the road, and you pile up some matches. You don't want that to happen.
All right, number 7, Miles Calderon, going to take this corner kick. Throws in a nice one. And may have. Oh, you saw what he was trying to do there. Number 3, I think it was, got on it.
From the backside.
Yeah, well, it's a perfect job of using all the energies in the ball and sending it back where it came from. Kind of your idea, just throwing it in the box and seeing what happens. That is one version to get that done. Leads to a corner kick now from the opposite. They're going to take it a little bit slow. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Some of their passes are just a little bit off. And that guy was running onto that ball, and the ball just completely was put in a space where he couldn't do what he was supposed to do.
It just disrupts your whole, whole flow.
Yeah, and allows the Irish defense to play a much higher line. And there you go again there. Just the balls are lacking a little bit of that last bit of quality. Irish are going to get a goal kick out of this. Max Schmidt's going to play it off to Declan Schuler. Declan's right foot is going to send it 45, 50 yards, bounding, and Sebastian Salazar is going to get to it first. Good job by the defender there cleaning it up, but the Irish are going to get a corner kick out of it. The Irish went the length of the pitch there, Mike, in about 7 seconds.
Really nice leg by Schuler.
Max Mattarelli is going to stand over this kick. The Irish, very few people in the box. Looks like we're going to be running in. They go back. Nice job there by Teddy LaHood calling for that. You saw what they were doing. They played it to him. Teddy ran in from the corner. Oh, that was nice intervention by the keeper there. Green. Brody Green just got a hand on it, living to fight another day. Don't have to always come down with it.
No.
Just got his
redirecting, that just changed where we were going.
Got his palm on it. Going to be another kick for the Irish. Johnny Navetta coming out, and Johnny
has done a nice
excellent job out there. Acquitted himself very well.
Really good job.
Didn't notice. Did not play like a non-starter. Number 21. Speaking of starters, Braden Ehlers coming back in. Getting down to the 10-minute mark. Ball's going to go through to the keeper, and Green's going to handle it. Had a couple shorter punts here. The Irish might not want to back up quite as much as they normally would do. Could have been that he just didn't make the contact he wanted, but this punt goes high. Won by Cal Burkett. Coaching staff very excited about that.
That's a great freaking job, Cal.
Really good job by Schuler there.
Nice job there. And then Patrick Graham making the easy play. Get the ball up 30 yards. Caden Hudson has it now down here on the left. Guys are running. Stickelmeyer's on the back post.
Oh.
Going
for that far corner.
He was going for the upper 90 like that, but you can see he didn't wrap his foot quite around it. That ball came off ramrod straight. He knew it was not a deflection or anything. That came off too much of the top of his foot, not enough of the instep. Caden knew it immediately. Fell to the ground.
Yeah, they seem to get better kicks when goal kick when number 5 drops back.
Yeah, I think it's number 15 actually.
15, okay.
Yeah. It's Ryan Bridle. Yeah, look at the legs in him. And
he's strong.
Yeah, you could. I expect this ball is going to land in the Irish defensive half, and it does by about a yard or two. That ball was won by number 17.
Not surprising.
Lucas Smith, nope, not at all. Speaking of Smith, there he is on the ball now. Clever bit of play there to get that ball out of there.
That's a good ball there, just
ball,
about.
Yeah, just missed Calderon's foot.
Calderon was there.
He was by himself, though. You see, they're not getting anybody. They're not getting multiple runners into the box. That one's onside. Oh no, we're going to call it offside now that he touched. I thought he was onside. Had the ball just run out of bounds, they wouldn't have called the offsides because it would have been Titans' possession anyway. Jack Miller and Julian Corona back into their accustomed spots. Started the games. Sebastian Salazar
Graham
coming
and
out.
Salazar coming out just to get a little breather, a little water.
We have number 3, Zach Nethery, into the game. Zach did a great job again yesterday. He will replace Patrick Graham. Yeah, Sebastian Salazar was the man responsible for Caden Hudson's second goal. It's good to see Bright Reed back into the game after his little knock on the head. Here's Calderon.
Nice job.
Yeah, Irish
defensively.
They just showed him a lot of.
Just don't try to do too much.
Yep, a lot of sets of legs, a lot of bodies in front of him. Zach Nethery takes his throw in there. Going to get handball. They're going to play it on. Certainly an inadvertent handball. Ball came off his thigh, then his hand.
Good battle.
Right here, Braden Allers. That's all right.
Battle.
You know what? No coach minds you taking a foul 55 yards from your goal.
What do they got here?
Foul took place about 7 yards closer to us.
Yeah, kind of right in front of
the camera,
Be aware of him. Make sure we're aware where number 7 is, guys. Be aware.
This is these 6 or 7 yards make a difference here. And number 6 for the Titans taking this. This is Noah Lane. We'll be looking to drop this ball somewhere between the penalty spot and the top of the 6. We have nobody close. We have another one of these situations. He's got his hand in his pocket to get a card out again with Bright Reed.
Not sure what.
Trading along behind him like a puppy that doesn't, pretty sure it hasn't done anything wrong.
No way he's being disciplined, and that's kind of where Reed is right now.
Yeah.
Not sure what he did. See if we can hear.
All right, Brian Reed will come off this time. I think this is a yellow card that's going to stick to him. Right in.
Number 5, Chase Campbell.
So Chase Campbell, one of the starters, comes in, replaces Reed.
That's a great question. Just asked it, what's the card for, and kind of wondering.
Yeah.
Because when there's nothing obvious that you can see, you're just
nothing
you just
physical. You can see. Yeah.
You just kind of wonder.
All right. Well, number 6, Nolan Lane, still standing over the ball. Still probably trying to drop this in between the penalty spot and the top of the 6. And it goes a little bit wider. Yeah, a little bit wider, a little bit. Going to get offsides. Worked out well for the Irish.
Be nice to get one more score in for the half. About 6.5 minutes. Time to do it.
Yeah, the Irish are still ascendant here. We still have the run of play. Again, there's just that last little bit of connection still eluding the Titans. Good job there by Braden Allers, getting in the way of that. Gavin Stuckemeyer just couldn't quite come down with that. But goes back in the box and ends up with the keeper. Yeah,
that was a little dangerous there.
Yeah, that's, again, what we were talking about here. It's just communication's a little bit off. Early in the season, you don't quite have that psychic connection with your teammates quite yet. Although the Irish have some. Oh, Gavin Stuckemeyer did a great job. It goes up, lands on the roof of the net, though, the top of the roof. Excellent ball in by Caden Hudson. Excellent job of getting up there by Gavin Stuckemeyer. Great job of changing positions there. Gavin tucked in from his wide right position. Caden then took the ball out to that position. Gavin took up residency in the vacated space. Just couldn't quite get his header on target. Both teams just exchanging giveaways here for the last minute or so.
Yeah, not much happening, but
ball's on Caden Hudson's foot now. Stay wide, Julian Corona. Stay wide. Well, the ball's going to fall him. Oh, Max just couldn't quite get the connection he wanted. Teddy Luge showing
reset.
Composure there.
Yeah, maturity right there.
Yeah, what Declan Schuler was directing, and Declan could see what was going on. Right. A little bit of a dangerous situation here for the Irish defense. See, that's the number 9 just didn't move the way that number 6 thought he was going to there.
Right.
They still get the throw in, but it allows the Irish to get more bodies back behind the ball. A few ticks under 4 minutes to go here in this first half. The Irish up 2-0.
Got to be careful here.
Yep.
This is the
point
of the half. You got to really be careful.
Yeah,
That's
you can't switch
scary
off.
2-0, 2-goal lead you're talking about.
Yeah. You can't switch off right now. Not in the last 5 minutes of the half, and not in the first 5 minutes of the second half. Good tackle over there by the Titan defender. Didn't get the ball, but he slowed Hudson down.
And that's not easy to do.
Nope, and it is, but it's necessary. The Irish, however, still retain possession within 30 yards of the goal mouth. Max Manarelli was going for that far post. Low, hard shot. Dealt with by the defense. Oh, excellent job, Julian Corona. He's never out of that play. 2.5 minutes to go. Ball goes out. Irish going to get thrown right in front of the Chatham Glenwood bench. 2 Titans getting ready to check in. Lucas Smith back in and Miles Burks. 2 starters coming back in.
Go. He's saying yes. Go.
Oh my God, no.
Now.
Now he's saying no.
Yeah, just we'll leave our opinion about some of the whistles, non-whistles, and decisions. Leave them to ourselves. Off mic. How about that?
Like I said, it's early in the season.
It's early in the
for
season.
everyone.
Yeah. Well, the higher the quality of teams, the harder it is to ref. In whatever sport you're looking at, because they're just bigger, stronger, faster, smarter. And there's a heck of a lot more of them than there are of you. Minute 20 to go here when this throw-in comes in. Oh,
Got a chance here.
Yeah, keeper came out, didn't get it. Big mistake. Offside flag is not going to go up. This comes at 1:13. We're going to have a little discussion. We've had a lot of discussions, unfortunately. As of right now, the goal counts at 1:13. I did not see who scored it.
Schuler. I thought it was number 5. I just couldn't.
Right now, we're going to give it to Declan Schuler right now. We'll see if they take it off the board. It was a bit of a mistake by the fine keeper there, Brody Green. He came out to way off of his line to collect that ball and did not collect it. And that always puts your defense in a quandary. I'm going to say the goal.
They're asking for offsides, but I don't think the
flag did not
official
go up.
is buying it.
Declan Schuler is going to get the 3rd goal of this first half. Comes with 1:13 to go. Mike, you asked for a goal.
Not that 3rd one.
Yep, and you got it. I didn't realize they could hear you from up here.
I do what I can.
Head coach Kyle Frank getting an explanation for what happened.
Been a lot of conferences today.
There have been a lot of conferences, a lot of stoppages.
Mike said, I don't need an explanation.
I don't need it. You gave us a goal. I don't want to talk you out of it.
Yeah.
Coach Bear happy to accept the goal from Declan Schuler at 1:13 to give his team a 3-0 lead.
Don't look at me and smile. It's the easiest call you can make all night. Everyone on this field knows it.
What makes an offsides call a little bit, excuse me, more difficult in that situation, Mike, is the goalie's not one of the last 2 defenders that counts that. He came off for his, to collect that ball and found himself 8-9 yards off the line. He's got defenders behind him. And
but
so then it gets a little bit, you always think of the goalie
as. Does that constitute offsides?
It does. It's just the last 2 defenders. Usually, the goalie isn't involved. He's the last defender, so it's the last field player. In this case, the last 2 defenders both would have been field players. It gets a little trickier because you don't have the goalie jersey out there to make you see that he's definitely back there. So the Irish, I believe I could hear the field mic saying, the Irish saying that there was somebody holding at the far post, which would have meant there was a Titan player stuck to the far post. And he would have been one. Holding means holding the man onside.
Okay.
Hey, 40 seconds left. Play D.
But we don't really think the Titans believe that. 30 seconds to go here. We're going to let this half run out.
Yeah, now we can just play with the ball a little bit. Don't get careless, though.
Don't actually play with the ball, though. There we
There,
go.
that's
there we
the
go.
ball.
Declan Schuler, 60 yards in the other direction. And that will see this out. We may get another.
Blow the whistle! Blow the whistle!
Being a frustrated head coach for the Chatham Glenwood Titans. And I don't blame him.
That'll end the half.
Yeah, half sees the Irish up 3-0. 2 goals from Caden Hudson, and then a goal right near the death of the half by Declan Schuler has given the Irish this surprising 3-0 lead against a quality team from Chatham Glenwood. We'll be back in 10 minutes of real time, folk, to bring you what we hope will be just a successful second half.
Hey,
Welcome back, soccer fans, to NDTV. I'm Rob Kenny here with Mike Plunkett. Please bring you the second half of this non-conference game here on the Hilltop, Peoria Notre Dame's campus. Irish up 3-0. Looking at this fresh 40 minutes. 2 goals by Caden Hudson and a late goal by Declan Schuer gave the Irish this 3-goal surplus. We'll see what at halftime this fine Chatham Glenwood team talked about in order to try to reverse this. Mike, after about 5-8 minutes of feeling each other out, the Irish pretty much not as dominant as they were last night against Quincy Notre Dame, because this is a much more physical, much quicker team, much more athletic team. But we had the run of play definitely our way that last 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not sure you could really find a time that Glenwood had even a scoring opportunity, a real legit scoring opportunity. A couple shots on goal, but nothing that you really thought, you know, it's going to take a great play by Max Schmidt to prevent that. And I think, you know, you said it, we've controlled the pace, and it's been a lot with our middle defense. And imagine this, we have another conference going on with the officials before the second half begins. There's been a few of those tonight.
He has both coaches over here now. Coach Mike Baer and Coach Kyle Frank. So we were talking about a halftime all of us here. You hate to have people after the game talking about the officiating. It takes away from the kids. It takes away from the flow, especially a game like soccer, which is meant to flow.
Right.
It's not meant.
It's never good when before the half even starts, you got 3 coaches I'm looking at shaking their heads, not quite sure what's happening.
Looks to me like shin pads are the problem this time. Like all great soccer games, it comes down to if you have the proper shin pads on, apparently.
I didn't know there was such thing as proper or improper.
There are
shin pads.
There are proper and improper cleats. You know,
cleats I could see.
They have to be a certain size. They have to obviously not be metal. You know, things that are common sense.
I just thought it was pretty standard equipment, but
it may be that Caden is not wearing shin guards. A lot of players do not like it, especially the quicker players do not like to wear them. You don't quite get the feel, you know, off if the ball comes off your shin a lot.
At this point, he's already played a whole half of them. Let's just go.
So now
we have a
I know.
camera person,
Luke,
Melissa
go get
Baer.
Your bag out of the car, honey, and give him your shin guard.
And so now we have
Ask Dad if he needs them.
Stickelmeyer just giving up, or was that Stickelmeyer who's?
It's either Stickelmeyer or Braden Pinkston.
Are we going to wait for him to put new shin guards on? Can we just take him off the field so we can start?
And I guess the question would be is, are they the same shin guards that he wore in the first half, and were they an issue then?
I know, I'm just saying, like, seriously. Nobody can keep us just like, it's not my
I guess it's like going to a wedding and wearing the same color dress as a bride. It's a faux pas.
I did that once. Same dress, as a matter of fact.
How was the honeymoon suite?
Police didn't think it was a faux pas.
Mike, I'm about ready to go home, man.
The rest won't walk on the field.
This is not why they call soccer the beautiful game. It's not going to go into the time capsule.
Kick that over. Jack, get the ball.
Well,
we try not to criticize officials in any of our broadcasts like that because we like to keep things positive, but this is a little
well, you just kind of wonder what
idiosyncratic.
Yeah. What changed from the first half to the second?
Well, why isn't it brought up at the start of halftime when you have 10 minutes in which to fix something?
You
You
know
have
what?
10 minutes to.
Another point.
Yeah, or
well
as
taken.
camera person Melissa Bear said, play the whole first half with them. Probably the most salient point of something that maybe not even had a point to begin with.
Let's go.
All right, now the clock is moving. I'm not sure soccer game is evolving, but the clock is moving at least. All right, let's get back to soccer. Let's start talking about some soccer players out here. We'll take a few minutes here to see if there's been a change of strategy, change of tactics at the very least for Chatham Glenwood.
He's going.
They're going to need a spell of possession for us to see whether they've changed things. They're not going to get spell of possession right here. Caden Hudson earns the throw in, takes it quickly, finds Max Mattarelli at the top of the D.
spot.
Max can shoot from there, and he does.
Whoa.
Goes for the upper left, misses. Probably not as close as it looks from here, though, but I love it.
Yeah.
Talk about psychic connection. When Caden's got a psychic connection with Max, there's no doubt about it.
That's our 6. Someone has to drop on back. You understand?
And then you throw Thatcher in there when
Yeah.
he's fully healthy,
Yeah.
and that's a pretty dominant front
Yeah.
line there.
A 1-2-3 punch, not a 1-2 punch. Yeah, I will say something for Chatham Glenwood's coaching staff here. They're not screaming and yelling.
No, they just want explanations.
They want explanations. They deserve explanations.
And I know everybody's working out kinks early on, but
And there shouldn't be kinks in the application of the rules. The
some
rules
things
didn't change.
That's what I mean. There's things that
Yeah.
just don't fit into that category.
Very rarely you see the refs lose control of the game without the players being involved. I think the refs have lost control of the game at certain points. Not the
Yeah.
entire match, don't get me wrong, but at certain points without the players really being involved.
What we've seen on the field, I think, has been clean. There's been some, some physical plays, and that's part of the. When you have two quality teams playing, that's going to happen. But we're not seeing anything controversial.
No, I'm seeing two really talented teams trying to get into the flow of the game that is being stopped far too many times. Caden Hudson on the right side, going to send one long. Patrick Graham running onto it.
Just a little long.
Yeah, love to see. I didn't see whether Patrick is shifted into midfield there or whether he's making that long run back. We'll see where he's making that long run back.
That's a long run.
His left defensive position. Yeah, that was a terrific run by Patrick. Terrific job by Caden to pick him out. Just got a little too straight. With the sun now down and lights fully taking effect, the wind is pretty much negligible now. Julian, the Corona there.
A little push from behind.
Got himself a shove. Going to be the Irish ball anyway. Well, no, they're not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, called foul there. That's what I thought it was.
Yeah, that was a pretty obvious call. What the Irish did a really good job of is taking the top tier players from Glenwood and kind of just neutralizing them.
Yeah.
They haven't really been a factor, and you don't want to let them get involved.
No, you don't want them to get hot. You don't want them to find their way in the game.
Find one,
Yeah,
get
yeah.
a goal, and then all of a sudden start
Yeah.
feeling a little bit better about themselves.
Miles Calderon can
Ooh, see all right there?
quickly put in 2 goals as quickly as Caden Hudson.
3 is down.
Sir, we got a guy that hurt. Sir, stop the game. Sir, stop the game.
And number 3 here, make a manful effort to keep the ball
Yeah.
in bounds. It's Elliot Mogren. He went down hard.
Not sure what he did, but he's hurting.
Yep, I was following the ball. Didn't see him. You see soccer players go down so often and bounce right up. You expect it to happen. He's sitting up now, which is good to see.
Yeah.
Looks like he might be grabbing his hip. Moving pretty well. I'm not saying he's not in pain, though.
want Cal to let the guy
It all
go.
comes up because of hustle. I mean, that was a hustle. He tried desperately to keep that ball in bounds right here underneath, right here at the.
Well, those are the kind of the ones
mark.
you worry, because when you're trying to come to a stop, do you,
Yeah.
you lock an ankle or a knee or something, and
Yeah.
fortunately he did not do that.
Get a hip stinger. What it looks like more to me. Hopefully we'll see Elliott back out there in the very near future. Should be Chatham Glenwood ball here.
Should be. You never know.
We have Brody Green here. It's a nice throw. I love to see that.
That was a push from
That
the
was
back we
definitely
got
a
away
foul
from.
there. Yeah, that's Johnny Nevada.
Yeah.
Should have been a free kick right at midfield for Chatham Glenwood. There are obvious things being missed out here. I guess if they're being missed, it doesn't necessarily make them obvious, but they seem obvious to us.
Right. We got a pretty good view from where we're
we
standing.
had a very good view of what Johnny did there. I mean, it wasn't malicious. He just
No.
shoved him. He just shoved him because Caden Hudson trying to get a cross in. Does. Julian Navarro, or Corona, cannot quite get contact with it. All right, here, let's see if the game can settle down and get into the rhythm for both teams.
That's what we want to have happen.
It's not much fun watching it this way.
Going to get a shot here.
Oh, there he is. Max Mattarelli scores. They're going to call it offsides. I think what they're going to say is, even though nobody else touched the ball, that Caden Hudson or somebody was in an offsides position, and it means the goalie and the defenders have to pay attention to him. He draws their attention. He draws their focus. And so that can be offside. Even though they didn't touch the ball, they're still involved in the play. That's what I figured must have happened there.
So it was the right call.
It was. I think it was probably the right call. They took it quickly, at least. Doesn't undo the great work by Max Mattarelli there on the left side. I guess it does undo the great work. Undoes the goal.
Yeah, it undoes the goal, but not the effort.
All right, yeah,
There we go.
Already 5 minutes into this second half. Hard to believe. Great effort there. Chatham Glenwood win that ball back. Well, the Irish win it back again. It's Johnny.
Look around, center backs. Keep looking both ways. Sub.
Johnny Nevada doing a
Both ways, center backs.
smaller, slighter version of Thatcher Hogan out there sometimes. He just, number 6 is just popping up in your viewfinder. 17 comes off. He must be working his way back in.
Yeah, because he's just playing in spurts.
Yeah, he's such a difference maker out there. Well, much like we talked about with Thatcher, you know, you don't. This is not the time to extend the guy. This is not the time to stress somebody.
Well, it definitely makes it a more difficult task for us tonight without Thatcher, but it's good to see what some other guys can do in his absence.
Yeah,
and again, we want him playing a month from now. We want him playing 2 months from now.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't see him against Morton.
Most likely he will be playing Saturday.
Big rivalry here. Good to see
think
Bright
he will
Reed
be.
back out there, number 4.
Yeah, he's taken a few hits tonight too, Reed.
Yes, he has. And he's been involved in some of the quixotic things that have happened.
Yeah.
He's had
2 yellow cards, but only one that counted, and we don't know what either one was about.
I don't believe.
And I'm not sure he does
I don't
either.
believe Bright does either. Yeah. Gonna take that one directly, handled by Max Schmidt. Did a good job there. He wasn't being pressured, so he just directed the ball down. One hop, picks it up. Doesn't worry about trying to corral it on the fly. Smart goalkeeping. It's a big boot of Declan Schuyler changing fields.
So I love that, just changing the side to side.
Yep, and it was Patrick Graham again.
Ooh,
playing
careful.
up. Kind of lose the ball over there under that far light, just to the right of the Irish Nation. It's kind of into the shadow land over there.
Johnny, good work, Johnny. Keep going.
Battle there in midfield is going to pop out to Miles Calderon. I like it when Miles has the ball out there 60 yards away from the goal.
Yes.
And I much prefer to see him out there in midfield than I would as a target man up top. That may be one of the changes they're going to make, or they did make. They're going to put him in midfield to try to get him a little more possession. We will see. Here's Johnny Navetta again. Causing the turnover. And Caden Hudson there, stretching the rules.
That's a foul.
I think there probably was a foul.
Well, he gained an advantage by
He gained advantage. He made the contact in front of the player. It wasn't shoulder to shoulder. It was shoulder to chest.
And they got a man
But you make
down
him call
again.
it. But you make him call it.
Let's go.
We have number 8 for them. This is Leland Freniza down.
Come on.
Go down. Leland, go down.
Asking him to go down so the whistle will blow and then he
Yeah.
gets the sub on then.
Because he was down.
Yes, he was down for a while. It's Carson McDowell, number 13, coming in.
Coming off on his own.
Carson McDowell.
Lucas Smith coming back in the game after a very short rest.
Nice job, brother.
Hey! Varsity! I have two. On his back, Carson on his back.
All right, it'll be a throw in for the Irish here once things start again. We had another, we're going to have another.
Can I sub one more? Noah.
Check in, check out. Check in, check out.
Also in for the Titans, number 16, Luke Baxter.
I don't see why the ref just can't stand in midfield and yell white throw-in instead of having to amble over there.
Luke, no, Luke, it's a throw in. No! Carson, I wanted Luke to throw it. By Miles. Good ball. Good, Teddy.
All right, here on the restart. Irish trying to relieve the pressure. Good win, Declan Sheeler there. Second ball, though, goes to the Titans.
That was 30 seconds ago. Also, that wasn't a foul.
We're going to have another conference between the AR and the center. So many conferences, we could have played this game on Zoom.
That was a brief one.
Well, yeah, tell the players what to be done. Oh, it's going to be a drop ball instead of a kick. Okay. All right.
There we go.
A little more than 10 minutes gone here in this second half. Irish still maintain their 3-goal lead. We're still maintaining our 2 minutes of play to 1 minute of conference ratio that we've established. Nice job there. That was Bright Reed with a very bright shot there. His left foot just outside the box near the right corner. Snaps it sharply, goes wide. By far the most heart-stopping shot of the day.
Yes.
For Chatham.
Just hard to get anything going right now, just disruptions in play. And
yeah. A couple injuries. Some of these stoppages have been, legit. They're players down.
Hey, after.
Ball skips under number 5 there. That was Chase Campbell. Managed to chase it back down though. A little bit more build up here in this start of the second half from Chatham. I think part of that reason is they have moved Calderon to midfield.
Yeah,
Looks
just
like they're
changing
playing
a little bit.
a four-man midfield. Now he's not playing a defensive midfield. He's playing an offensive midfield. But I think they're trying to get him the ball directly on his foot at the 50-yard, or at midfield rather, and see if he can't create or make a run, a la what Max Mattarelli does for us. Clever little pass there by Bright Reed, and he runs down the right sideline. The ball comes back left, though. It's Calderon.
Carson, you gotta get back now.
They definitely don't have him playing up top as much. They're trying to hide him in midfield there a little bit. Smart move. And
Yeah.
then he's making runs of 30 yards.
Because we completely took him out of
Yeah.
being any kind of factor in that first half.
Yeah, not that it was easy, but we did it expertly. So we knew they would make smart tactical changes at halftime. That is the one glaring one I see.
Win it!
There he is now. He's got the ball, going to throw in a cross. Love to see that. I love to see a player that can score. Maybe he's a little frustrated because they hadn't had the opportunities. I don't know that he's had a shot on goal yet like that. He did not look to put that on goal. He knew the right play was to send that across the goal mouth. And he earns his team a deep throw in.
Carson, slide over the middle.
Sign of an intelligent player, not just talented, but intelligent.
It's a good throw.
Throw in there, yeah. I mean, that's why you know Lucas Smith is in the game when the throw in whistles like it's a missile. Ball sails harmlessly to second base. Gavin Stickemeyer comes in. Julian Corona going to take a break.
Putting Miles out there and just keeping him high when Teddy makes his run.
Dexter, we got to be up on him, man. Hey, Carson.
See if the Irish can string a few passes together here. Build up.
You got to be aware and don't let Patty go all the time.
There we go. Sebastian Salazar over there in the gloaming.
Be aware where he is.
Patrick Graham going to take the throw in. Just about at the 18-yard mark.
Yeah, be smart. Right, help out. Maybe you can go a little bit, Jack.
Knew he was looking for Caden.
Miscommunication there. Going to be cleaned up by Chatham Glenwood.
Be aware of him. That's it, guys. Good communication.
Wasteful pass there by the Titans. See if the Irish can take advantage of it. Unforced turnover.
Ooh.
No. Good tackle.
Yeah, it was.
Stood their ground, didn't give way. There's passes again that are just not finding their mark.
Get back, Carson. Get back, Flores. Let's go. Get back, Carson.
Strong body to try to get around.
I'm glad it's not me. Well, he's quick
be
too. Look at
careful
that.
here.
I tell you what, stayed pace for pace with
Yeah.
Caden right there. I know Caden wasn't. It was a very short sprint, but shudder to think if he shakes off injury or plays his way into shape, what Lucas Smith can do to an opposing offense.
Cal, be careful. All right, you guys just be careful, all right? Good, Jackson.
He did not wind the clock. 24-minute mark here. We have another long walk. Number 15 sometime in Chatham was involved. There's Ryan Bridle. Went to a soccer match and a debate squad match broke out. Going into his pocket. Is he looking for a mint? Nope, it's a yellow card. I think that is for number 15, Ryan Bridle. Again, Mike, what you said earlier, these are unobvious cards. I don't know what. These are mental, emotional cards, I think. They're not physical cards. I didn't see anything going on that looked untoward. I didn't see an Irish player react as if they had gotten an elbow or a stomp or something like that.
Hey, stay, wait till the corner's open.
The Irish, Braden Allers, getting ready to check in.
Can they sub on if we don't have anybody up there, can they sub on? I don't know if they can sub. I don't know if you guys can. I don't care. I don't know. I think if I don't have anybody up there, I don't think you can sub. I know, that's right. I don't care.
I may have to go back and read the rule book. I've been waiting for the movie to come out. I'm not a big reader, but I may have to read it to find out just what the heck's going on with some of these calls.
Well, we'd like to know just what the calls were
It would
to begin with.
These are very quiet. Yeah, the yellow cards are quiet. The explanations are quiet. The lack of flow of the game is very loud, though. All right, I'm sorry. We're doing what we said we hope doesn't happen. People talking about the refereeing instead of the match, and these two fine squads and these great players, young men. Here comes Allers into the game, number 21. Like he's replacing. Trying to find a number there.
Looks like Mattarelli.
Oh, it's Mac Mattarelli. That's why I kind of thought it looked like Max, but I couldn't believe Max was coming out.
That is really a good ball.
That's
just
excellent. Flicked out of danger for a throw in for the Irish.
What do we have here?
It's a throw in. The Irish just aren't recognizing it. It's a throw in.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's not on the ref, unless he didn't clearly signal throw in, which is really easy to do. You just put your hands over your head and you pantomime throwing the ball.
Let's not jack around. Just get rid of the ball.
Declan Schuler stays up. Now they're going to call it. Yeah, the advantage disappeared. Comes another one, Mike.
Oh, well, I got your water.
That's 3 times now.
Jack, here, Jack.
1 time's an accident, 2 times a coincidence, 3 times is a conspiracy.
Thatcher giving us a little shout out from the sideline.
Maybe one of those games Thatcher's really happy he missed.
Yes.
It's one thing he likes. It's a free-flowing game. All right, now that we're foul there, the advantage disappeared, so they called it. Correct call. Caden Hudson throws one through it. It finds its way all the way to the sideline. Foul on the Irish. A free kick deep in their own territory for the Titans. I have no idea what happened there. Unless he called a foul and just didn't tell anybody who the foul was on. The Irish clearly thought the foul was on them, and they were setting up a defense for. I don't understand. This is
baffling.
Baffling is a great word.
Kind of reminds me of the first football game last year against Manual that we walked out at about 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
And there was a penalty called on the last play of the game as the time expired. You remember games like this?
Yeah. Yeah.
No. This is interesting.
Good work back, Teddy and Shu. Good work back.
I heard Coach Driscoll say something you never hear him say. It's like, let's just boot the ball out. Let's not fool around. Let's get it out. We don't want this game to devolve into anything. It's not devolving because of the players. Not devolving because of the coaching staff.
Not at all.
It's spinning off its axis solely due to the, hate to say it, but the officiating squad.
Just some, I think, lack of communication or inconsistency on the field. Maybe these guys haven't worked together. Maybe they haven't worked yet this year. I don't know.
That is a foul. You have to call it. I'll call something. Call it on us. Carson behind.
Coaching staff saying, call on us. I just want to hear a whistle. I love the way they're handling their business. Frustrated, certainly. Upset, certainly. Mad and angry, though? No.
Not right now.
Just confused. Yep.
Don't get caught on a breakaway. Be smart.
There may be an intense meeting after the final whistle. You have Braden Allers over this corner kick. The Irish trying to make a secondary attack out of this. He's gonna get it. There's Caden. Caden left foot.
Nice.
He's got it. Yeah, it's beautifully done.
Wow.
It counts. That is not offside. That is the fourth goal of the game. Third goal of the game. 4. Comes at 18:41.
I think it's about time where we're going to see some of the shaved heads again tonight. And by that I mean the guys who are first-year varsity players got a lot of time last night.
Yep.
They're warming up right now.
Acquitted themselves well. I did see Coach Bear and Coach Frank talk to each other and kind of agree. Yeah, let's get some people in here and
let this thing just kind of finish up.
Yeah. Two wise old men making the correct decision there.
Yeah, you've got you can see on either side guys warming up, stretching out, and kind of cut your losses after a while and just finish.
It's a beautiful job of just recycling that. You know, it's the importance of a corner kick. You get the corner kick, it didn't work out like that, but you kept the ball locked in that final 30 meters, 30 yards, and eventually something came of it. All right, we've seen 7 goals from Caden Hudson.
Pretty good start to the season.
Yeah, it's a few more than I had in my career, I'll be honest with you. By 7.
And that's a career number.
Yeah, it was a career number, yeah. It's made it more embarrassing. I spent 6 years in high school, so I had a long career.
And still couldn't get 7 goals.
I could not get to that 7 goal. No.
And you're counting PE classes as well, aren't you?
Yeah, Coach haven't actually played me, so there's a lot of blame to go around, actually. It's not just me.
I'm so old, nobody played soccer back when I was in school.
I tell you what, they didn't like you playing soccer when I was in school, the other coaches, I'll tell you that.
Maybe they were playing, they just didn't tell me.
Basketball coaches were not happy to find out I was playing soccer in the summers.
Hey, everybody, come here.
When they weren't happy to find out I was playing basketball in the fall for their team either, though, so they were just unhappy people, I guess.
They're just happy when you graduated.
They were happy. Gave you my gold watch. Said, get out of here.
2 terms, right? Was it Carter's and Reagan's?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that call was.
Yeah, we don't.
I think Coach Bear was kind of looking up here asking us.
Coach, if Mike's looking up here for answers, then you know it's weird.
Yeah.
Unless he's trying to get the answer from Melissa. She would know, but yeah. Not us. Yeah. We invite the viewers to send in your guesses as to what this was.
Well, at this point, the
Mike
viewers
Dot
might
Plunkett
be
at
both
PND.
of them at this point.
At least the bats are getting some
Is that the bats?
action tonight.
Is that the bats?
And those could be starlings.
I can't tell
I
what
don't
those
know
are.
if those are. They're big bats if they're bats. We have no surprise. Miles Calderon will be standing over the spot kick. This is coming at 17-15. The first opportunity to face a penalty kick for Max Schmidt.
Oh!
Max uses his Jedi mind powers to push the ball over the bar. Or to watch the ball go over the bar. Taking too hard.
Just don't see that very often. Calderon's just frustrated.
He's frustrated.
It's been a frustrating
yeah,
night for him.
He was trying to put that in, way into the back emphatically, and just overcooked it. Mistake I bet you we're not going to see him make again this year. Subs coming in here for the Irish. We're going to try to get them all in there. We have number 8, Andrew Daly, coming in. We have number 12, Braden Pinkston, coming in.
Number 3.
24, I believe that is Joey Alwyn.
And number 3 is
Zach Nethery.
Zach was in earlier.
Yeah, Zach catches some varsity time already. Other guys will be more. 16's also coming in. Connor Scheckler. We saw Connor a little bit last night. Excellent job here by the Irish.
These guys not getting their JV games in this week, so
Yeah.
getting some play here.
We still got one up here.
Very nice.
Never mind.
We know they acquitted themselves very well yesterday against Quincy Notre Dame. See the Irish new blood here settles into the game. See right there, we got Andrew Daly going down the right side, throws the ball over to Braden Pinkston.
Is that Daly of the Biz Daly clan?
I do not know. There are several unrelated
Hannah?
Daly clans in. Yeah, Hannah Daly.
Got acknowledgement from Mrs. Bear that it is indeed the same family. That's a great family.
Yeah, there are, some awesome genes in there.
Happy to keep that name here at Notre Dame.
Yes, we are. Immediately brings up Hannah Daly rebounding on the basketball
Or
court.
Biz.
Or Biz, Biz, I'm sorry. Clearing people out. Picking up 2 rebounds and 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes of the game. Biz Daly special.
Hey, Declan.
Vital part of a really good team.
Well, you know what? She and some of the others are just a key part of the resurgence of the women's basketball program that not only got over the hump last year, but got over the entire mountain, bringing home the big trophy. Very nice night for Declan Schuler tonight.
Yeah, Declan got a goal and bossed the defense perfectly. Still has that shutout. Here's Braden Pinkston running onto this ball. We know he's dangerous.
Ooh, job cleared himself.
Yep.
Staying with it.
Staying with it. Ball eventually trickles to the keeper. That is Brody Green.
Just keep it clean and quick.
We have number 20 coming in for the Irish. That's going to be Brett Zeltwanger. We again saw him yesterday, too. Can't emphasize how well all those youngsters were getting their first taste of varsity action played yesterday. Even Coach Driscoll said so.
Yeah, that was the biggest takeaway I got from talking to the coaches after the
Certainly.
night into last night. They were just so happy with the guys coming in and the depth, and knowing they have a little flexibility in some things they can do.
Well, they picked out the right pass. They play with their heads up. It was just I was
Played the right way.
Yeah, I was very impressed. Took what they've been doing on the training pitch and translated it into the game. And as a coach, you cannot ask for anything other than that. Deep throw in here from the equipment shed for Chatham Glenwood.
Yeah, I lost him in the shadows over
Yeah,
there, but
they can. It does get a little hard there. You realize how wide this pitch is once the sun goes down. I think the ball is going to run out in the dark over there, and it stays in bounds. Under 13 minutes to go. Irish up 4-0 here in the second of 3 non-conference tilts here in the end of this week and weekend. Get a day off tomorrow. We'll have a football game on the road, right? We're at Normal West.
Normal West.
At Normal West. So starting off strong in the conference.
yeah, that is a really tough opener for both teams.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the ride down there with Mr. Rudolph and the cheerleaders.
I'm going to be up in Chicago watching the nephew play football, so I won't even get to watch. I believe the Clutch has the live stream, though, so if you want to watch it, you can. I'll find folks over there. We have a corner kick here for Chatham. Comes at about 12 minutes to go. Pretty nice one, just trickles.
Oh, nice job by Schmidt.
Kept his eye on the ball, does a good job there. Strong hands, pops it up right in front of him, controls that. Wasn't even a rebound. He actually controlled direction, did it on purpose.
Maintained his position and his focus.
Nothing gives the keeper a shot, gentlemen, like either stopping or the other team missing a penalty kick. Just a weight of the world off your shoulders. That's probably his best stop of the season so far. That was headed for the back of the net. And, you know, he's a sophomore too. He's another youngster.
A lot of young ones in this program.
Yeah. Continuing the
to go along with some very seasoned, experienced, and talented seniors.
We have a tradition of staunch goaltending here. A quick throw in, but we were having
a sub
for the Irish here. That is number 20, Brett Zoutwanger. Teddy LaHood gonna get a break here in these last 10.5 minutes.
The rest of the night off. You know, you mentioned Declan and the job Declan and Teddy have done in defensive end.
Well, again, it's like last night. We didn't say Teddy's name very often in the run of play of this game because he's doing his job.
Yep.
He's just getting that ball and either clearing it or getting it up to his midfielders. Then quietly going back to his defensive position.
There we go.
Yep.
That's a card. Hey.
A bit about like a cardable offense to me. But, you know, I'm 40 yards away, so it's tough to tell.
Hey, McKenzie. Hey, McKenzie, get in. Carson, get in. Jack's back
A free kick from a very dangerous position. Just outside the box, about 3 yards past the top of the 18. The Irish having their wall move back, the requisite 10 yards. All right, this can be put directly on frame. It can be part of a play. They can play it short. I got a man in the middle there. They can play it to the top of the D. See what they got. He's going for the far post there. Just didn't have. They had a man there, but he just couldn't get his head on it. About a foot too high. I like the idea.
I noticed the wall. They all jumped.
Yeah.
And that's right. I'd be more inclined to duck. You want to buy one of those?
No, I was never one. I was never one of those guys to make the wall closer than the 10 yards. I'm like, I'll get back 15 if you want me to. Another free kick here. Less dangerous position.
Meanwhile, the clock keeps ticking, which is a
What
good
we
sign
want.
right
Yeah.
now.
This is the rarest of occurrences. First and second half. We have number 8. Leland Ferniza. Oh, number 6. Sorry, Noah Lane, yeah. Very nice ball. Nothing results of it, but it does not take away from the quality of the delivery.
Number 16, Luke Baxter.
Number 16, Luke Baxter coming into the game. See Noah Lane coming out now. One last contribution there. Irish going to try to play the ball out of the back. 4-goal lead, 7.5 minutes to go.
Good decision by Zach. Just get it out of there.
Yeah, eventually. The right decision. Andrew Daly going to run onto this. He's going to take it down to the end line. No, trips up a little bit. That's a good tackle. Oh, play the advantage. Yeah, flag went up too quick there. We definitely, Andrew had the advantage there. It was a foul, but the Irish were going to throw it across, or did throw a cross in.
Stop giving cards.
Now what?
Stop giving cards. For little stuff. Said something. Cole Hamilton.
I told him no. We have Jamie.
Rabbit is here. I don't know who they even gave it. He didn't have somebody come over, and there's nobody leaving the pitch. So I don't understand what's going on here. I'm a little more confused than I normally am when I'm broadcasting, Mike.
Yes. Just not much clarity on what's going on. I know
No, I think they said Cole Hamilton, number 12.
and I know the coaches are very confused.
Oh, it's number 13 coming off. So that is Carson McDowell.
Everyone that's come off that's had one of these things has just kind of come off and said, I don't know what.
Yeah.
There we go.
You got to eventually take the antennas off the top of
Yeah.
your TV and stop
Read the
listening
room
to
a little
everything.
bit.
Yeah.
Leland Ferniza.
Well, my thing is, the Irish players are not reacting to anything. You know, if somebody said something, maybe he's saying he said it to the ref, and that could be, but
Reckless play, white 13.
was that for the tackle?
Is what he said. I don't know that was.
Certainly no less reckless than when they're calling for a yellow card over there. I don't. It was a hard tackle. He went in fair. They called the foul. There's just no reason for a yellow card to be given there. It doesn't change anything.
Man. Inside him. Get there! White, you cannot disagree with anything. He's given us 4 cards tonight. Game 1.
No, he's going to give another one.
Throw in there. It was a good read by Zach Nethery there. A lot of players would have played that back to his. Zach did not play that ball back to Max, and that was a smart play. Even though he ended up giving away possession, that was a smart play.
Yes.
Yeah, allow help defenders to come back. Nice. Did not mind that shot at all if you're Chatham. Glenwood ripped it off from about 25, 26 yards. Tough to keep it down, though.
And for the Titans, number
Less than 6 minutes to go.
Best have windows straight. Mine goes straight.
Irish get possession.
And lose it.
Yeah, I think the ball must have gone out of bounds. It's tough for us to tell. Called by the side judge. A rare display of communication.
Right.
Hey, Mike, we just played. I think we just played the longest regulation game in high school history.
It is 8:30. Has been 2 hours.
And we still have 5
we got
minutes
5
left.
more minutes to go. Yeah, I'm not saying that the stoppages are done. I don't want to be so bold.
Can we just run the clock?
Yeah. Director Stephen Bradshaw is saying, do not speak it into being. And I gotta say, I agree with him. All right, now here let's take advantage of this 4.5 minutes left here, Mike. 2 impressive days for the Irish. 7-1, really demolition of Quincy Notre Dame last night.
Yeah, complete domination.
Yeah, and not that that's the way the rest of their season's going to go. Quincy, like I said, we're going to see them playing late into October.
Just an indication of how good I think we're capable of being.
Yeah, and we did not have to travel 2 hours.
Exactly.
But in many ways, an even more impressive performance tonight.
Come on, Abdu. Come on, Keaton.
4-0 up on this quality team. Again, they had to travel. We didn't, but a little bit better weather, a little bit more soccer weather that we're used to in August and September here in Central Illinois.
And we're down a key man, and we had some guys step up, play well.
Yeah, the youngsters are acquitting themselves well again.
I thought both teams tonight, though, came out and played, competed. There was obviously a lot of interruptions, a lot of disruption in play. But a month from now, you'll forget about this, and hopefully that you become a better team because of it. I was checking scores. Last year we went down to Chatham and won 4-0. That's a score here tonight. So, it's
really? I did not remember that
check
score.
that.
Wow, that's a score that sticks out.
Yeah.
To throw up a bagel and put 4 on them in their home pitch.
But I think overall, if you're talking to the coaching staff, they got to be overall pleased with what they've seen in early. I mean, when you're still, you're talking about August contests with one more Saturday.
I got to say, I think both of these squads have showed a remarkable amount of maturity during this game. It'd be very easy to take your frustrations out on the guy nearest you in the opposite jersey and just do something. And neither team's done that.
No, that hasn't happened at all. And, you had mentioned, it seemed like Glenwood was a little bit, just the timing wasn't quite there on a lot of their passes, not as crisp as we have been early on. And
I believe I heard the coach say this is the first game of the season for them, too. So, we do had 80 minutes under our belts already.
And, we've got some elite players. One obviously that, we're talking about, possibly the best player in the state of Illinois.
Yeah.
And then, it's pretty quality pieces around him. So that makes things a little bit, I don't want to say easier, but you're a little sharper early in the year because just of that talent level.
Yeah.
And our program wins.
Pretty good.
We expect that.
Pretty good. Playing our home pitch in front of our home crowd, that helps.
Anxious to see, Saturday night, Morton, that's that rivalry game.
Huge, huge. Yeah, I would say up there with Dunlap when it comes to that, yeah.
Richwood's
Richwood's a little different, actual city rivalry. It's about a mile and a half as the crow flies between the campuses. But Morton, a team we're more likely to see in the postseason. Generally in different regionals, whereas Richwoods might end up in our same regional. So Dunlap and Morton are more of a postseason atmosphere.
1 minute remaining.
And Morton will come over here, and generally they'll bring some people. They'll bring a crowd, and
they travel and they'll get on the refs.
They'll be fired up.
Yeah,
they'll be loud.
They'll get on the opposing team, and we love that. I love that about them. They travel, they support. They got a fine squad over there, well coached. If we can come out of this gauntlet 3-0, and I realize there are 3 home games, so like I said, there is a handicap on our favor. But you got to be really happy.
And then we got to be looking at some of our travel tournaments that we make and play some really quality competition.
All set to play as late into the fall as we can. And this is a good barometer for the Irish. At 10 seconds now, so the Irish are going to see out this 4-0 victory, 3-0 at halftime. They added a third goal by Caden Hudson. 10th, there's Max Schmidt going to field that punt.
And that is it.
And that is it. All right, on behalf of Melissa Baer, as our camera person, Stephen Bradshaw is director and producer of this. Sometimes messy. The broadcast wasn't messy. The game was messy. I'm Rob Kenny on behalf of my partner Mike Plunkett, thanking you for joining us, and hopefully you'll be with us on Saturday night as we play Morton, 7 o'clock. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.